You are kind. You are generous. You do everything right. You answer every text. You pay attention to every detail. And you show her exactly how much she means to you, and somehow, she still pulls away. Why does doing everything right feel so wrong? Here is the hard truth most men never understand. She doesn't disrespect you because of what you do. She is reflecting a simple fact. You are disrespecting yourself. You are operating from an old wound. The shadow of the good boy, a program from childhood that taught you to be nice, to avoid conflict, to please, in exchange for love. But respect is not a reward for service. It is a reflection of presence. Today we are not talking about tactics to win her back. We are talking about a transformation. To win yourself back, these are not rules. These are the 7 levels of awakening. To help you find your inner anchor. Level 1, the shadow of the good boy. This is the psychological root. So many of us are operating from a childhood wound. Think of a man named Mark. His father was distant and critical. Mark learned that love is conditional. He became a master of adapting. Now, with his partner, he does the same. He avoids conflict at all costs. He says yes when he means no. He thinks he is being kind, but really, he is being afraid. This is not a relationship strategy. This is a trauma response. You are not being kind. You are appeasing a perceived threat. The threat of her disapproval, which your nervous system mistakes for the disapproval that once meant survival. Your self-reflection question is this: where are you choosing safety over authenticity in your life? Level 2, the anchor and the storm. I call this the anchor and the storm. This is the secret to staying absolutely calm while she is in her emotional storm. Feminine energy, by its nature, is like the ocean. Beautiful, powerful, and at times chaotic. The good boy tries to control the storm. He begs it to be calm. He yells back at it. The awakened man does not control the storm. He is the anchor. His job is not to stop her from feeling. His job is to hold his own center while she feels. When she comes to you, full of frustration, the anchor just is. He listens. He does not absorb the anger. He does not reflect it. His presence wordlessly says, I am here. I am not leaving. Your emotions are safe, but they do not move me. This creates profound emotional safety, and that is what builds admiration for your grounded strength. Level 3, the sacred garden. This is not just setting boundaries. This is about building a life so compelling, so full of your own purpose, that your boundaries become a natural consequence of your mission. This garden is your purpose. Your health. Your values. The good boy has no fence. He cancels his gym session, his health, or stops his project, his purpose, to answer every text immediately. He is letting everyone trample his garden. Here is the shift. A woman is not attracted to the fence. She is attracted to the life inside the garden. When you say, I can't talk right now, I am focused on my project. But I am all yours at 8 p.m. You are not rejecting her. You are protecting your purpose. And that is what makes you compelling. Level 4, the echo of trust. What most men call tests are not tests at all. They are an echo. When the feminine energy feels uncertain, it sends out a call, a probe. It might look like a sarcastic comment or a sudden withdrawal. She is not testing you. She is listening for the echo. If you react, get defensive, or get angry. What does she hear? She hears your instability. But if she sends out that call and only hears silence, a calm, grounded presence, it tells her the walls are solid. She is asking, can I trust your strength when my strength is wavering? Do not react to the signal. Respond to the message. Level 5, the altar of purpose. A man's life must have a center. For too many men, that center is the woman in his life. This is a fatal mistake. It puts a weight on her she was never meant to carry. She cannot be your reason for living. Your purpose is your altar. Your career, your art, your mission. A woman is not meant to be your altar. She is meant to worship beside you, at your own. She is deeply attracted to a man's devotion, to his mission. This doesn't make her second place. It makes her feel safe. Level 6. The gift of stillness. Think of a mountain. It is the definition of stillness. But is it empty? No, it is full. Full of presence. When she is in her chaos, your effort, your words, your fixing, is just more noise. But your stillness, your calm, attentive, non-reactive presence, that is the mountain. The storm must break against it. You are communicating, I am not afraid of this. I am not afraid of you. In that stillness, she finds the space to hear herself. Level 7. The law of resonance. This is the final integration. The world and your partner do not give you what you want. It resonates back to you, what you are. If you are chaotic inside, you will attract chaos. If you are needy, you will experience distance. This is the ultimate responsibility. You cannot change her. You can only change the source of the resonance, yourself. When you cultivate inner peace, your world resonates with peace. When you cultivate self-respect, your world resonates with respect. This is the man who cannot be disrespected, because he will never, ever disrespect himself. This journey you just witnessed, these 7 levels of awakening, this is the internal foundational work. It is the hardest part. And because this work is so vital, I want to give you a gift. It's a resource to help you apply these principles. I've created a special private video playlist called The Foundations of a Harmonious Relationship. It is completely free. And it dives deeper into the core concepts of what a healthy partnership truly looks like. After you have done this internal work, to get instant free access, just click the first link in the description below. It is the perfect companion to what we are about to discuss. And now, once you have that solid foundation, the next question arises, what do you do with this strength? How do you love from this grounded place? How do you connect without losing the anchor? How do you be tender without becoming weak again? Many men, after finding their strength, fall into a new trap. They confuse solidity with coldness. They become an island, safe, sovereign, but alone. They escaped the prison of the good boy, only to lock themselves in the fortress of the lone warrior. These are the 5 pillars of awakened love. How to live in the house you have built. Pillar 1. Communicating from your center. The good boy communicates from his throat, choking back words, or his stomach, anxious. The awakened man communicates from his center. It's not about what you say, it's about where you say it from. His voice has no blame, no neediness. It is simply the truth. The good boy seeks permission. The lone warrior makes declarations. The awakened man gives an invitation to truth. Pillar 2. The vulnerability of the strong. We have confused vulnerability with weakness. Weak vulnerability belongs to the good boy. It is needy. It is an empty bowl. I need you. Tell me I'm okay. Strong vulnerability is a gift, given from a place of fullness. It doesn't need anything. It simply shares. It is the ability to say, I am feeling uncertain about work today, without needing her to fix it. You are strong enough to be honest about the moments you don't feel strong. You are no longer performing. You are being real. Pillar 3. The crucible of conflict. The good boy sees conflict as failure. The lone warrior sees conflict as war. The awakened man sees conflict as a crucible. It is the fire that burns away all the lies. When conflict arises, your job is not to win the argument. Your job is to protect the connection while holding your truth. You say, I hear that you are angry. I will not be yelled at. But I do want to understand what is really happening. When you are ready to talk, I am here. You do not run. You do not attack. You stand firm for yourself and for the relationship. Pillar 4. Love as a river, not a reservoir. The good boy loves like a reservoir. His love is limited. He gives and then nervously waits to be refilled. Every action is a transaction. The awakened man loves like a river. The river does not worry about giving away its water. It simply flows. Why? Because it is connected to the source, his purpose, his inner peace. Your love is an overflow of who you are. You are kind not to get something, but because you are a kind man. The respect you seek will come naturally. When she realizes you do not need anything from her. Pillar 5. The vision of leadership. Leadership does not mean control. It means you are the thermostat. Most people are thermometers. They just react to the temperature of the room. If she is cold, they become anxious. The awakened man is the thermostat. He sets the temperature. He brings calm to chaos. He brings clarity to confusion. He takes responsibility for the direction of his life and invites her on that journey. Feminine energy craves direction. It thrives when it trusts that you are at the helm. This is the work. The work does not stop when you find your anchor. That is only the beginning. The real work is bringing that anchor into every interaction. To become the river, not the reservoir. To become the thermostat, not the thermometer. And here is your practice. The pillar integration. For this next week, pick one pillar we just discussed. Just one. If it's communication, practice speaking one truth from your center. If it's vulnerability, share one feeling as a gift, not a plea. If it's conflict, set your goal as clarity, not victory. Do not try to do it all. Just choose one. And observe. Observe what changes, not just in her, but more importantly, in you. This journey is a spiral. We will return to these lessons again and again. Be patient with yourself. If this conversation moved you, do not just like it. Live it and subscribe to the channel, because we are walking this path together.